Coach Manning, I'm sure that a lot of people, want to know that a great player such as yourself, what do you think about chemistry? And as a coach, how do you feel your team has responded to our workshop over the last couple of days?
I think chemistry is extremely important. I think the bond that you have with your teammates, with the coaching staff, with the support staff, is paramount to having success. In our profession, in our sport, we spend so much time with our basketball family, if you will, and understanding one another, challenging one another, encouraging one another, loving one another, are all things that go hand in hand with having good chemistry. I think the workshop that we've gone through for the last 3 days is something that has been extremely valuable to our team, especially in the early stages of establishing our culture, establishing our chemistry together. And I feel like the tools you've given us will only enhance and make it better as we continue to follow through.
Some kids, they're looking for something when they come to see a coach, and they want to feel a sense of belonging. They want to feel a sense of being connected. What are your thoughts about that?
I definitely agree with it. And that's one thing that we try to do with our guys is let them know that it's not all about ball. Basketball brought us here. Basketball is something that unites all of us, but it's bigger than ball. It's about life. And we're teaching the game of life through basketball. And for us, we want to have as much success as possible in the game of basketball, but we really enjoy it when our guys come back after they've graduated and they talk about the different things they have going on in their life and how their experiences with us help prepare them.
In terms of chemistry, is that something overrated? Is it underrated? Is that something we really have to have? Or can we just get by with talent alone?
Chemistry is needed in all walks of life, in all groups, all families. It's something that, we talk about family a lot. And, we say, forget about me, I love you. That's the definition of family. And getting the young people that come into our program to understand that it's a process. And it's something that, we are willingly teaching each and every day. Because at some point, these young men are going to be heads of households. And that's one of the things we're going to have to do is look out for their family. And how you do that is through obviously taking care of them, but the chemistry that you create amongst those members.
Some coaches feel like my job is not to deal with the feelings. My job is to deal with the X's and O's. The X's and O's is the reason why they have a scholarship, not necessarily to massage them or to make them feel good. What are your thoughts about that, Coach?
The talent gets them in the door without question. But in order for us to tap into that potential, we have to know what makes them tick. We have to know what makes them go. We have to know what motivates them, what challenges them. The things that we can say to lift them up when things aren't going well. And it might just be a hug. It might be a pat on the back. It might be a, hey, I'm thinking about you message. Anything that we can do to show them that there's love, there's always caring, there's always compassion for you as a person, while still challenging you to be the best person and player that you can be.
We want guys to dream big. We want guys to be the best they possibly could be. But does hunting the NBA, does it ever get in the way of chemistry? Does it ever get in the way of hunting or becoming a champion?
Absolutely. I think all successful teams have a very unselfish characteristic, because you have to give, you have to sacrifice something to get to the level that you want to get to. And understanding that what's good for the team is good for me is kind of a mindset that you want your young people to adopt, to accept and understand.
In our roundtable today, you just didn't talk about sacrifices, but you actually broke them down. Talk a little bit about that.
I think sacrifices, when we talk about sacrifices, it's as a team, a lot of times I played for teams with great coaches that the sacrifices were always kind of player driven at times. And we want our guys to understand that we're going to sacrifice with them. You know, we're asking you to do some things you might not be comfortable with, but it's for the good of the team. And we will do the same thing. There'll be some things that we'll give up in order to have a common goal and mindset with our team. And I think that just creates a tighter bond and gives us a chance to have great vision about the direction that we're going.
Well, Coach Manning, it was a pleasure talking to you. It's not just about the basketball, it's about the relationships. And it was a joy working with you the last couple of days. Love you, man.
Love you, Doc. Thank you very much.
All right.